Shalom unto the elect of the nation of Israel, which will consider the 144,000 and the 1/3 that's destined to be saved of so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American descent by the seed of thy father. And furthermore, before I get into my lesson, I want to start off giving all praises unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Chodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of a great millstone that teach in their Ruel today. And salutation also to the fellow laborers that's in the faith, and also to the believers that scatter worldwide in all truth and sincerity, day in and day out. Shalom. So basically, I'm just going to get into a couple of, as you can see, news article, okay, which is off of this website, thepeoplesvoice.tv. And, here at Great Millstone, we're known to going into current events and linking it up with the scriptures, okay, which is, once again, prophecy. As we're approaching the time of who the world called Christ, Yahweh Shai, second coming, okay? And leading up to Yahweh Shai return, we're about to witness the time of Jacob's trouble, okay? The time of the biblical Edomites, which is the so-called white race, ready to try to forge and establish the NWO. And with that is going to come the time of persecution, okay, civil unrest, okay, which is, prophecy about to witness the coming collapse of America when it comes to its financial system, when it comes to civil unrest, okay, as we're about to witness martial law, concentration camps, the famine of the word, certain, things being banned on social media, okay, as a couple of these articles going to touch on, okay. But the main thing is really because these devils, okay, these Edomites, mainly these elites, are being exposed, man, okay, due to, by the way of the prophets, and mainly by this internet, okay, as their agenda more and more is being outed, and they having all these councils like the WEF they just had, okay, over there in Davos, Switzerland, okay, on holding these secret councils, and they push whatever they want to push on their platform when it comes to the WEF, but we know it go deeper than that behind the scenes, okay. So they just now gather together for that summit on Monday, going over their agenda, okay. And best believe when it comes to them trying to control the narrative, they're gonna try in all their power to come against the Hebrew Israelites, come against those that calling themselves truthers, okay, those that are woke, okay, and that's waking up to all the madness. And eventually Esau Edom's gonna come with that wrath, man, okay, by the way of the blessing of the sword that was given unto him. So like I said, I'm just gonna read a couple of these headlines of these articles, and you can look into them if you want to yourself to get more information. But this right here show you that what times that we in, man. And us that's of the hopeful elect, start with the men of great millstone, start with the apostles, bishops, and elders, and the brethren on down, and those that's in the faith, in all truth and sincerity, has been constantly giving that warning, okay, by the way of the highways and byways, and videos such as this, okay, doing sit downs. So let me start with the first one, and it says, former NATO commander went west to supply weapons for Ukraine to attack Crimea. Okay, and that's in the air now. Okay, the coming of the Third World War, which is the third woe, according to biblical prophecy. Okay, and this is going to be the war that end all wars. Because when Yahweh Shai return, by the way of the heavenly hosts, or what the world would call UFOs, which they are the vehicles of the angels, known as the chariots. Yahweh Shah is going to return at the peak of the Third World War, and the Lord is going to fight against all these nations, armies, okay? And in the midst of that, you're going to have the missiles being launched, and it's going to, as it's predestinated for this place, America, to be totally annihilated, okay? And at that simultaneously, at that same time, that's when the Lord is going to deliver the elect from out of that destruction by beaming the elect up, okay, us, that hopeful number, into the chariots, okay, from the destruction. But 2/3 of our people are going to be destroyed. Negro, Latino, and Native American descent, the wicked of our people here in America, okay, especially those are the one that take that RFID micro, which is known as the mark of the beast in Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, which is going to be the next currency, okay, a digital currency, okay, that's going to replace the dollar. So that's why we get that stern warning. But we seeing the workings of the Third World War with that whole situation over there, okay, with Russia, Ukraine, America being involved, okay, and NATO aiding Ukraine, and you know, recently by going on a couple of months now, you had the whole incident with the state of Israel going against Hamas, okay, and you know, over there in Palestine, okay, and so those are wars and rumors of wars, okay, as it's written in Matthew the 24th chapter, the war between China and Taiwan, okay, Israel and Iran, okay, North Korea, all these nations gathered together, and Russia aiding them, okay, to come against the West. And so that's where you're starting to see more and more. As is on the second article, and it says UK defense minister wants West to prepare for war with Russia, China, Iran, and North Korea. Okay, so that's the talks of war. Okay, because we coming to the time of this place, America, destruction, and the downfall of all these heathen nations, start with the Edomites, the elites, okay, in particular that's in power now. And their future is going to be slavery up under us once Yahweh Shai return and establish the kingdom of Israel. Okay? And it says, which by the way, the land of Israel going to be destroyed by fire, because the people that's over there, which is being exposed more and more now, are not the true inheritors. Okay? As the scripture says, they're counterfeits. Okay, they stole that land, okay, unto their own possession. But that land is going to be destroyed by fire as well at the peak of the Third World War. But it's going to be built back up mainly by the elites, okay, that's going to escape the destruction of the missiles as they're going to be in their retreats, okay? And the heathen nations that remain at that time, they're going to be servants on us, and they're going to build our kingdom here on the earth, okay? But America, after the destruction of this place, America, it's going to become a desert. It's never going to be inhabited by nations or mankind again. The only thing that's going to inhabit this place is desert-like creatures, okay? Let me go to the third one. As you can see, this one, okay, more exposure on these Edomites, especially her. Okay, it says Hillary Clinton named person of interest in, and you see that right there, okay, investigation, okay, and you already know, you know, they bringing all these distractions because they supposed to release that list, okay, which they keep have no attention to do when it comes to that, you know, that island. Okay, I'll keep it like that. Okay, those that's in the know. Here goes the next one. WEF activists arrested on, you see that? Okay? And these devils just being exposed, man, when it comes to their foulness and wickedness. Okay? That they, you know, when it comes to, you know, the children, man. Okay, you just had that exposure up there in NYC when it comes to that synagogue and that underground tunnel. Okay? So that's it on that. This is the next one, and it says EU boss independent media is more dangerous than Islamic terrorism. Okay, so then now they're going to start attacking certain social media or independent media, okay, like alternative news, okay, to ban certain words or articles, okay, news, Okay, now they talking about the war on information. Okay, the information age. Um, Fact checks. You know, certain bans. Okay, you can't speak up because they being exposed, man. And that's ultimately going to lead to the famine of the word. Amos 8 and 11. Let me get this. And it says, Trump vows to make CBDC illegal in election in 2024. Okay, so he with the agenda, man. Okay, well, it says illegal, but we know how Trump, all of them have to play ball, because that CBDC, that central bank digital currency, line up with, once again, Revelation chapter 13 verse 16, and that's going to be the next way of currency in the near future, according to prophecy. And that's why they trying to ban Trump from running again. Okay, the whole situation that happened with the Capitol. Okay, and it says, you see that? Okay, the who that? Okay, unveils global police force to arrest citizens who post independent media online. Okay, yeah, they're going into mainly eventually martial law. Okay, and you see that now how they're attacking, certain, especially YouTube channels. If you speak of exposure or wickedness that's going on, and you got information to bring it out. Okay, the next thing you know, you get a strike. They take your videos down. Okay, they held to the point they even terminate certain channels. Okay, brothers have experienced that. Okay, that's why brothers now moving to like Odyssey, BeatChute, okay, Rumble, okay, and then sooner or later they're gonna start trying to ban those. As it says, war on information. Let me see this one. You see that when the Chinese scientists warn against, you see that more and more in the news. Okay, and it says EU president issued urgent call for total globalist control of all information on the internet. And once again, the becoming of the feminine of the word. Okay, and certain media outlets that they want to alter. Okay, and you see that Dr. Jordan Peterson sentenced to re-education camp to correct his views by Canada government. Okay, yeah, re-education camps. Okay, that's part of, okay, their agenda. Okay, people that are supposed to be in the know, and they're going against the government. Okay, so they get hemmed up in martial law and get put in those detention centers. Now they got programs. Okay, so re-educate them. Okay, to submit to their agenda. So that's it on that. And so I'm gonna just go ahead and get into the scriptures. And this word, okay, starting with the word, mainly the prophets, Yahweh Shema Shai have risen up or raised up. Okay, this word is have reaching to the gates of the know. Because this the main thing they got Esau, Edom shook when it comes to these elites. And even down to a majority of these average Edomites. Okay, such as vocab Malone. And it says, this is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 1. And it says, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah, the son of Amos, did see. And this word has become a burden. Okay, when you look into the word, when you come to the understanding here in this faith, okay, when it comes to biblical prophecy, America is known as Babylon the Great. Okay, which the word Babylon means confusion. In the Hebrew, Baal. Okay, but this word has become a burden, okay, unto these elites and by the way of the internet. And it said, lift ye up the banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice upon unto them, shake the hand, that it may go into the gates of the noble. And that's what you exactly seeing what's happening. Okay, the banner represent the holy scriptures by the way of the prophets on the highways and byways, and this word getting pushed out, okay, by the internet and other information as well that's being linked, okay, to these these elites agenda. Okay, but the Bible just confirm it, and that's the biggest threat. That's why now they want to ban the Bible. Okay, but it's too late now. And soon they go to bring how the Lord put the spirit on them to cause the famine of the word. And that's really the end of their kingdom as we're approaching that now. Okay, so let me get this. I'm gonna go to the book of with Micah, and that's where you're starting to see the Lord taking that power from them, which is the left hand side of Yahweh Shai through the spiritual demon Satan. Okay, because that's their power structure. Okay, they coming after the workings of Satan. Okay, all they witchcraft. Okay, start with their media. Okay, they lies when it comes to the broadcasting. That's been owned by all these small hats. Okay, like Fox, CNN. Okay, because once again, people are waking up to all that madness. Okay, all those stage events. Okay, all those crisis actors. Okay, and so that's the Lord. A form of the Lord taking their power from them. That their lives are not working anymore. All these different religions and lies that they don't push out in the world. Okay, people are waking up to that, the exposure of that. Okay, all these false holidays. Okay, which is not go back to hedonistic customs, all type of rituals. And so all that's being exposed, man. So they power ain't working anymore, which is another sign that the Lord is about to take them out of power. Okay, this is Micah chapter 5, verse 12, and it says, "And I will cut off witchcraft out of thy hand, and thou shalt have no more soothsayers." And that's what you're starting to see. Okay, because those elites, okay, they ain't nothing but a bunch of high level witches and warlocks, man. Okay, that do the bidding of Satan. But now them being exposed, that's a part of the Lord cutting that witchcraft out of their hand. Okay, no more soothsayers. So let me get this. This is Isaiah chapter 47. And I'm going to start at verse 10. And it says, "For thou hast trust in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me." And that's starting with these elites. Okay, and through they witchcraft. Okay, all they lies, man. Okay, and through their technology. Okay, now they boasting in their technology, the artificial intelligence, AI. Okay, that's going to be the next way. Technocracy. Okay, how they going to set up the NWO and going to get rid of the existence of a higher power known as, the God of the Bible. Okay, and they're going to play the role as their God here on the earth. Transhumanism, mixing man with machine. And that's where that MOTB is going to come in at. Okay, setting up smart cities. Okay, biometrics. Okay, facial recognition, all that madness, man. Surveillance, all that information coming out, and then they being exposed. That's why they got to move quick. Okay, mainly when they come with they swore. Okay, because their lives ain't working anymore. And it says, "Therefore shall evil come upon thee, and thou shalt not know from whence it rises." Yeah, because Yahweh Shai got him in a trick bag. He got him in a deluge state, thinking they're going to overcome Yahweh Shai and us, the Lord chosen. Okay, the nation of Israel, starting with the elect. Okay, and it says, "Mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know." Okay, and it says, "Stand now with thy enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth." Okay, and because when it comes to the so-called founding fathers, okay, of America that stole this land, a bunch of them was all of them been a bunch of Masons, Freemasons, okay, sorcerers, okay, Satan worshippers. All that's coming out, and that's still to this day when it comes to these elites. Okay, where you got that like you got the inauguration of a president that go back to witchcraft. Okay, and they swearing on the Bible, which is blaspheming. And so they got a lot to pay for, man. And it's starting with them being exposed, man. And it says, "Thou art weary." It says, "Thou art weary in thy counsels, in the multitudes of thy counsel. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. And that's all that's going into their mind of they witchcraft, these high level witches, man. Okay, it's on the left hand side. When it comes to these elites. But the Lord is about to take that power away from them. Okay, and eventually all power is going to be translated to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, which Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua control all things anyway. But now it's time for righteousness. Okay, matter of fact, let me get this. That's Second Edges chapter. Is it 6? Checking Second Edges chapter 6 verse 27. For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which had been so long without fruit, shall be declared. That's what you're starting to see. Okay, righteousness. Okay, the word of Yahweh Shema Shai being exalted. And Esau Edom, okay, being exposed and about to be overcome. Okay, by the power of Yahweh Shema Shai. So now we're moving from the transition from wickedness to righteousness about to be established. So that's it on that. Now I get ready to close. And so they about to be disappointed, man. This is Psalms chapter 21, verse 11. For they intend evil against thee, they have imagined a mischievous device, which they are not able to perform. Yeah, so eventually the Lord gonna cut them off. Okay, when it comes to them trying to establish the NWO. Okay, when they implement their MOTB, okay, that's when the time really gonna move quick. Okay, and that's the will of Yahweh Shema Shai. Because like I said earlier, those of our people that take that MOTB, according to Revelation chapter 14, verse 9, their fate or their judgment is going to be those missiles and those chariots bringing fire. Okay, at the peak of the Third World War. And the Lord is only going to deliver the elect at that time from out of that destruction. And when Yahweh Shai return, and that's definitely going to be the end of the NWO that they're going to try to establish. Okay, but they're going to be a failing attempt. And let me get this and I'll get ready to close, because I don't want to make this video too long. Just get straight to the those articles, certain headlines, just hit the scriptures. Well, this is Job chapter 5 verse 12, and it says, he disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. Okay, and that's what we starting to see. Okay, the Lord about to disappoint them when it comes to their craftiness. Okay, their enterprise in the form of them trying to establish their NWO. Okay, but in the midst of all that, when all hell breaking loose, and and they figure that they going to be crowned of success, that's when Yahweh Shai is going to come back and take every nation crowns, as it says in Revelation chapter 19, starting at verse 11. Okay, Yahweh Shai coming back to take all these nations down. Okay, starting with the biblical Edomites. Okay, mainly the elites. Okay, and these nations that's going to be over here reserved for America destruction, reserved for those missiles, they ain't going to make it. Only the nation of Israel, starting with the elect, is going to be destined to be saved. Okay, and you heathens that perish on this side, you're going to come back in the kingdom being our servants. Okay, through the bloodline of those of the other nations that remain, which is reincarnation. And the 2/3 of our people that die on this side or in this lifetime, they're going to come back in the kingdom as being the sons and daughters of the elect. Okay, and therefore forevermore is going to be an everlasting kingdom in righteousness. Okay, and we're going to be immortal. Okay, and that's what the Lord is going to bless us with, not you heathens, and definitely not you Edomites. And that's the time we're coming into. Okay, the Lord bringing you back down to the basis of man. Okay, and setting up the true guys of the earth, Israel. Okay, which the word Israel in the Hebrew, Yashua Allah, mean he prince of God. Okay, or son of God. And that's what we're about to go back to. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and end the lesson here. And I pray that the lesson be edifying. Until next time, Lord willing, shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom.